guys. Two stresses that I just wanted to share. So things after last night. If something's bad, doesn't it linger the next day? Yeah, that's how bad it was. So anyway, a lot of us are still feeling it today. But basically, the provider, we're going to have a morning tea tomorrow to discuss. So that's really good. They're just wonderful. So that's going to be a great debrief. I think that's valuable for all of us affected to sit down together and have a chat, right? I also called Family Children's Services this morning and made a report out of concern for this child's welfare, and that they shouldn't be here because this isn't a place for a child. Like, seriously, there's just not adequate style for a child, and they're not buying her toys or anything, so it's just neglect and the way they were treating her. So I've done what I feel is the right thing to do. When you see something, say something. Now, I know nothing will probably come of it because, like, even my providers know, they don't care. This world has a lot of institutions that don't care. And that brings me to another thing. I've had difficult news, but news that I expected. And now a harder path has to be taken. And the risk of my life in the process sucks. That I have to go through stresses to get resolutions to things, but in some ways it's kind of positive in the sense of dealing with it in a certain other format is better. But it's damn hard and exhausting defending yourself and meetings and appointments and all these extra things on top of my medical appointments and on top of all these things. And yeah, there's just anyway, you, like I said, you'll hear more later. Maybe it'll end up being a great thing for my family. But in a minute, I'm going to go to the beach. And I'm going to just sit there and cry and just be with nature and just let it out. Because I've been through so much in the last 5 years. Not just in my health, but even just because of my health, what it's caused around me as well, and what situations it's put me in, like now, right? But my provider isn't tolerating it, so they'll be evicted soon. So, but it's difficult, as you know, like in the moment, right? Things aren't immediate, things aren't easy, there's laws for the bad, unfortunately. So anyway, there's time has to go by. And then I'm fighting a battle that's huge. 2 battles. To stay alive. And a fight to stay alive for my rights. And now what looks like it's going to be a huge battle that's going to take... It's just going to really pull at the stress on me, on Sir, on some people around me that work with me. It's going to be hard. Because evil has to be fought, doesn't it? God, I just hate being sad on this channel lately, but at the same time, I know that the sunshine's coming. Doesn't matter which way it turns out, even if I pass, I'll go to heaven. And I will meet my family that are already there, and one day I'll meet my family that come later. It doesn't matter which way this turns out, right? I'll definitely be able to leave something behind massively if I work hard at this. But it's so stressful, so hard. It's killing me. Literally. not figuratively. Australia's health system is disgusting to some people. So all the naysayers, glad you've had a good experience, but it's not the norm. You have to be quite sick to know the truth. And disabled, everybody here gets treated bad at hospitals. So disgusting, right? Think about it. Disability people being treated bad in a hospital. Fact. Okay, so children get treated good. That's good. But anyone out there with a child, please protect them when they become an adult, because it changes. For some, they do okay, but not for the most. I'm sorry to tell you, not for the most. They stop caring. They stop listening. So I've got the battle of a lifetime. Because of my late diagnosis of 22q. Didn't ask for it. Didn't ask to not know I had it. So I wish I could say more. I'm gonna go to the beach. Because that's the place I need to go. I actually wish it could be Ocean Beach where my grandfather's ashes were put. I wish I was part of that, but my nana and mum excluded me. Hate that. Really hate that. When that man was everything to me too. He was my hero and my saviour. After my Uncle Ray died, he kept me safe. He was like my father figure and grandfather figure. And the beach, we shared the passion of the beach. And the beaches in Denmark are like the beaches in Scotland when he grew up. That's where he grew up as a little boy. So my nana didn't. Lakes District. No beach, right? Tell me if that's right, UK followers. I know it's not. Beatrix Potter though was from there. So I'm gonna go visit the beach and connect with not only nature but my pa. Guys, living in disability living is like hell. And yes, I do believe in this provider making it different because they are dedicated to it, and I am so grateful. So grateful. We spoke to them this morning, to my person, and it was wonderful. And like I said, we're doing a morning tea. So that's really good. I think that's just the right thing to do. So I'm gonna go down to the beach because I've had trauma yesterday, seeing a child neglected and being labelled with mental illness instead of she needs love of a mum and dad. These psychiatrists are drugging children just because they're not wanted by their parents, or their parents have had them removed. Either which way, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, no, there's nothing wrong with that child. I spoke to her. Nothing wrong with her. It's the carers. And sick of these children being told that they're mental. No, they're not. They're crying out. They don't have their mum and dad. She's 10. So anyway, that trauma, all of us women are set off naturally, as you can imagine, right? So the morning tea we're all looking forward to debrief with our providers. Down in the, we've got a room that staff It's a massive room. Well, it's like a massive thing like this, without any furniture in it though, where it's an office, and we're gonna have morning tea, and I think that's great. So, but for me right now, with my other news, which is expected, and the pathway it's gonna push it to is expected, and actually wanted for certain reasons, which you can't talk about, but just I have to, I'm not just here to look after myself. That's just the first priority, because I don't want my children to not have their mother on this earth. But I need to leave something behind for them to be safe, secure, and not needing systems and having to live in this kind of stress and circumstances if my children get sick and very disabled as they get older. So, meet me at the beach, hey? I'll show you the beautiful beach. I mean, it's not one of our best, actually. Sorry to any locals of this area or people that know this area and love it. I'm used to northern suburbs beaches and the whiter sand. I'm sorry, but they are a bit more beautiful. Sorry. But a beach is a beach. And I'm used to Denmark beaches as well. They're white sand, beautiful ocean, crystal clear. I mean, they're all crystal clear, but like, just, yeah, I'm not used to it. Here is like, because of the port, the Fremantle port's a little bit dirtier. But anyway, and this is the dog beach. But I don't swim at that beach. I just go there for beach, you know, that spiritual connection with the beach and with the Mother Nature. That is so important. Yes, I also pray. I've got a beautiful pink Bible. But I want to connect with nature today, and so yeah, come with me. I'll show you the beautiful nature, and always think of that, guys, if you're having a tough time, or any other place that might give you joy when you're not stressed out, to kind of like psychology, paradigm shift, right? Rather than sitting in the environment where the stress has happened, just paradigm shift and just go somewhere. It's just something different, right? It's just amazing to do. It's a simple thing. You can do very simple things to do that. Going to the beach and going to other places that are away from the place of the stress. So it's just a strategy that I've got in my toolbox. So I'm just sharing in case any of you are going through, like, everyone has a different battle, right? We all have battles. Give it a go. And don't forget to do these things. I know that sometimes we might do things in our house, and that's maybe okay for certain things, absolutely. But if that's not working, do consider going away from the house. And if you don't want to go like to a shopping centre and just like have a look at things just to distract your brain, and you know, even if you're not buying anything, also consider things like when you don't want to be around people because you're emotional, because you've just been through some trauma, and well, 2 traumas for me at the moment. Yeah, consider going to like more isolated places. I mean, this isn't going to be totally isolated. There'll be a few people, but not many. So consider going out of the place, away from the place, and then come back. And it doesn't even, it could be 15 minutes, or it could be 2, 3, 4 hours. And Mother Nature is just, I know that might sound like preachy, just like with my Christianity, I apologize, but it works, guys. Okay, I know we have man-made stuff and it's wonderful and clever, but God made these beautiful nature places, and it's so spiritual, and it's so essential for your health. And of course, the salt, there's actually a physiological thing it does to us to have that salt come through our system and change all of the stuff that's going on in our body. So go outdoors and just realize that a hiking trail, and even hike if you can, even if it's a short one. Don't forget the simple nature places, because they're free. They're created by, whether if you don't believe in God, Mother Earth is beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like a painting. It's beautiful. And whatever nature place is favorite to you, imagine that on your wall. It's beautiful, right? So go and enjoy it. So I'll see you at the beach.